providing this starts working. There we go. So, the art of winging it.
You've changed it.
An introduction to improvisation. Does anyone have any questions? No?
No.
Fine, let's do it properly then. So, an advanced class on making hot beverages. Well, this is lesson 2, hot chocolates. Now, previous lesson was performed by my colleague Sean to yourselves, where he taught you how to make teas and coffees, as seen in the micro-teach lesson. So, let's recap the benefit. No, I'm on the wrong slide. Any allergies in the room at all? You're lactose tolerant, aren't you?
Yeah,
I've just got celiac, so if there's any sort of wheat or...
Yep, so wheat and grain.
Yeah.
Yep. And yours is lactose tolerant, is that correct?
treatment.
Okay, that's fab, we'll say. When we get to the practical, if there's anything that either of you can't do or consume, we can work around that, just let me know, and obviously we can accommodate for that. Yeah. So, first thing, what drinks does everyone like? That's an easy one.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Green tea.
Green tea. Anything from you guys?
Hot chocolate.
Doesn't necessarily have to be hot beverage, but we'll go hot chocolate.
Milkshake.
Okay. Good one. Yes. Any more?
Normal tea.
Normal tea. Thank God. Thank you, Sarah. Right. Any others?
Water.
Water. Good one with me.
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Like it. I'm spelling your name, not putting orange juice. OJ. You didn't do it. Next. Any others?
Bubble tea.
Oh, tea. Never tried that one. Yeah, have we covered them all? Yeah? Fab. Right. Let's move on. Of course you'd go off. Why would you stay on? It's not like I need you. There we go. So, let's recap the positives of hot drinks. We know that it's good for comfort. We know it aids good mental health, as we spoke previously. Now, another thing is it's good to take a break. Now, a lot of people, especially in the industry of construction, use a cup of tea to take a break, think about things, and then re-evaluate things. It can be good to use it on building relationships. It can replace fluids. Sarah's aware that it aids loosening mucus, and it's a good icebreaker. Can anyone name any others? Place of fluids? When I ran this with another class, they did give me some other examples, and it did put me to shame. Some people were saying things like, not only does it aid mental health, but tea fixes everything.
Yeah.
So that's one that someone else can name. No, do you feel that's covered it all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, now we're on to the hot beverages. So, we had before, didn't we? We had hot chocolate. That was from you, Dan, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My memory's fading me, so yeah, thank you, Georgia. You said green tea, didn't you, Phil?
I did, yes.
This is Phil, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Can you name one, James?
Tea.
Put you on the spot. Tea. Yeah, nice and easy. Moving forward with this one. Nice, easy, relaxing one. So, we'll move on to the next slide. move forward with that. Yeah? Speed things along, I'm going to show you quickly how we make a good cup of tea and a good coffee quickly whilst I'm busy setting things up. So, let's firstly start off with the tea. So, as shown before, put the tea bag in the cup, and just like it's shown on your left, there's the Beverage machine that we run hot water in to the cup. This is set at a preset level, obviously using a kettle will get fine. Now at the same time, I've sped things up, but the tea bag should be left in for 3 to 5 minutes. Once that's done, take the tea bag out and you want to dispose of it. Then this is where we add items such as sugar, sweetener, honey if you're that way inclined, and then finally add in milk. There you have a cup of tea. Next, we're moving on to coffee. Now, I see a lot of people mistaking this and sometimes getting it wrong. Understandably, it's made to people's taste. However, as research has it, this is the best way with instant coffee. Bear in mind, not the fancy stuff there. But with instant coffee, most people mistake this is the way that it is best. Now, if it is black, you wouldn't be adding milk at this stage, you'd be adding cold water. But since I know people that like it with the milk, we'll show with the milk now. So, this is our way to mix the coffee into the milk. And the reason we do this is so the beans don't end up getting burnt. A lot of people have stated that if you were to add hot water directly to the coffee, it would cause the beans to have a burnt taste. Then from there, that's where we'd add either the hot water or the half and half. I'll do the half and half to show. So it's cold. Hot, and both together, and stop. So leave much room for stirring, but it's a drinkable coffee. Nonetheless. So there we have 1 cup of tea, 1 coffee, good for drinking. And as you have noticed, we are not like the Americans. We do not add salt to a tea, and we do not warm the tea in a microwave. Now you can see I stuttered there because that made me feel genuinely ill.
Yeah.
So
You're not a monster.
now we're going to move on to the practical side of things. Do you care to come round to here?
I've just got a quick question.
Can we hold all questions to the end, please? So, preferably without burning yourselves. One second, just so it's gone onto the
Yes,
camera.
one sec.
Right, so we're going to be making hot chocolate. So I'm going to stand it right here so you can all visualise and see the machine.
So I've never used one of those, so you might need to explain it.
It's completely fine. It's completely fine. So you don't need to worry about any of these buttons. The only button you're going to be pressing is this one here.
Yeah, what is
To
that?
get the milk.
Sorry, I can't quite see it.
I believe it's rubbed out, but it's the foam
Foam.
function. Yeah.
Foam.
So you're
Froth,
going.
yeah.
Yep. And then you're adjusting how much, whether you want it very milky or very foamy.
Okay.
Yep. So we've got hot chocolate here. That is, of course, of course, Cadbury's. So we've got 4 mugs here. For you all to make one. I understand that if obviously you can't drink for lactose reasons or anything, but we have a fully functional Sarah there who's happy to taste test.
Always.
So, who wants to go first?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
so
explain what I'm doing.
We've got hot chocolate there, so
Yeah,
I would
so-
recommend taking 3 scoops of
Oh,
that.
3 scoops, okay. I wouldn't have known that. I'd have just put 1 in. Yeah, in any
3
cup, yeah.
is the best way.
Because they're measured out to what is that sort of
That
10,
is
15
one.
mil, is it? Or teaspoon,
That is
tablespoon?
a teaspoon. Then.
That's your 10 minutes.
Okay, so what do I
Only.
do next then?
So from there, I'd put it under. Have this on a more of a watery setting, which
Okay.
is on currently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
And
midway,
then
yeah,
press the milk button. Let it. It will make a lot of
yeah.
noise.
This is a froth button there.
Yes,
yeah?
that's
okay.
correct. So just press. Don't need to hold it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. It's starting.
Yep. So and we'll just make sure that that is on there, like so. And then we should fill up so far away, and then we'll stop the water. The milk. So I would stop it there.
Okay, so I'll just press the button after it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Finish that. And then we're going to use our magic
Oh, okay, so that...
where stirrer.
Ooh, that's nice.
We'll take that out,
that
make
right?
sure you mix it all in, otherwise it'll be stuck at the bottom. There's just a little button on the top.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, you have to hold it there?
No, you just press it.
Okay.
Yep, so make sure you get all of that off the bottom. Last thing anyone wants is a hot chocolate.
Yeah,
with
with all
milk
the sludge on the bottom, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, well, maybe there's one of these,
And then when you're finished, slowly raise it just above the
Just a
water
little
line.
bit, yeah,
No,
and
no.
then switch it. Oh,
Switch it on again,
yeah.
raise it above the water line,
Oh, okay.
then switch it off. That way you get rid of all the excess
Yes,
off of
and it
the
doesn't splash everywhere.
utensil.
Okay, does that
Yep.
go anywhere specific?
just on the side.
Okay.
And then if you put that underneath, yep, and you can set it to froth again,
Froth again? Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
and then you can then adjust to suit your milk there. So if you want it really foamy, salt, now's the time to adjust it.
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So
So
when you
that's a
fit,
case of experimenting with it, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
Just to see what you prefer.
and then once you're finished and it's at the right level, press the button again to stop
Okay,
it.
right. I'll just take it a while.
Yep, that's completely fine. And then feel free to decorate with either cream or dusting.
Oh, okay, I need to check that. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
You said 3 scoops, Jonas?
Yes, 3 scoops.
So I'll just put that in like that, do I? Or on the...
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I say, impressed. And then ready to drink, yeah?
Yeah.
Leave it on the watery setting?
No, not that one. That
No.
one cleans it.
Oh.
So you want the one above it, the froth one. Yeah.
Oh, a bit of cage down there, all this technology, this is fascinating.
And then you want it to start like just come above the hot chocolate level, so that you can then add your stir to it to mix everything in. Dan, James, did you want to set one up?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just press it, switch it on, press it, switch it off. If it doesn't work, it's because it's touching the bottom.
Is it flat scoops or full scoops?
Flat scoops. 4 scoops is too much.
Look forward to this.
It's about him risking it and I'm lactose intolerant. Saffron wants to be in this one now.
Yeah.
Right, so should I press the froth first?
Press
then?
the froth first and then adjust the milk onto how frothy you'd like it. Should have brought a second machine. Does anyone have any questions at this time whilst we're waiting for the machine
No,
to
so
do
how
its
much
thing?
would something like that cost? That sort of a machine, are they quite
This
expensive?
one was,
Sure.
I believe, 150.
That's not too bad.
It was relatively priced.
Yeah. Is that commercially sort of Argus, that
Found
sort of
that
thing,
down
or
to-
was it online sort of thing?
That
or-
was from Curry.
Oh, Curry,
So the first bit you need to make sure it's on this one, so it's not as frothy, so you get the pure milk coming out of it. That way, once it's already above the coat the hot chocolate line, that's when you can mix it. So if once you take that away done to mix, if James you want to get in, you can add your small level to
That's
it.
your 15 minutes.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Why, when you did the coffee, you did the tea, you added the milking first to the coffee, not to the tea?
Because the ground coffee, especially the instant coffee granules, you get burnt a lot more than the tea does in the tea bag. So the reason to do that is to protect the beans and stop a burnt taste being added to it.
Is it true that you need like cold water doesn't activate a tea bag as well as say?
Another thing that my previous class has said is that you shouldn't actually use the metal teaspoon with the coffee. Now that's a mistake I've learned, and because that reacts with the coffee and it will give it a tingey taste as well.
What made you pick this subject?
Well, I was looking at all the hot drinks, so hot chocolate, tea and coffee, and I started thinking that they all had something in common. They all interlink each other, and it's something that we're all aware of in this class now. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Psychological, have a tea. You don't feel safe, have a hot chocolate. You feel loved when you have a cup of coffee. And it can build self-esteem. Thank you for listening. Next week's topic will be herbal tea.
Thank you very much.